Oh dear. Just putting the YouTube link in. Okay. Look at that. Just put this across. Oh, I can't do that. I realised that last night. Just going to tag everyone in. Sorry, I'm just trying to find it to... Where is it? Deary me. Right. Here it is. Oh. Right. Sorry, I'm just... Right. Hi Marissa, how are you? Oh geez, I've just got to force Facebook to show me the comments. Rightio. This is what we did last night. Haven't made a kit for it yet. As you can see, I've been busy today. 3 splatter room sessions, and Naomi John taught a kids art class. So Amelia Ann had picked some stuff for me to do a class with tonight, and somehow it got left at work. And we just realised at 5 minutes to 7. So Naomi John has grabbed me some Happy Land. Hello, Margaret. Oh, it's cold here. It is just freezing here. And the problem is, it may not be as cold here as what it is in other places. But it's definitely cold for us. We don't get cold here. We don't freeze normally. But it is really cold. It was cold last year, but this is just ridiculous. Ridiculous, ridiculous weather. Okay. I've got a bit of a disparate collection of bits and bobs. I do like the star vellum. It's very pretty. And I have some colour cuts here. These are Retreat colour cuts, I think. These are not a product. This is a Happy Land sampler colour cut. Maybe I should make this into a product. Like, maybe I should really make this into a product. Let's have a look what's in here. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Di. Hello, Diana and Deborah. Family getting excited for the holiday. Oh, yes, Marissa, but we've just got so much to do. Yeah, got a lot to do for the shop before we leave, and home. We've organised. Friends of ours are looking like coming to feed the cats, birds, and chickens, and then I've just got to organise one more person to. We've got someone that's checking the shop doors and keeping an eye on the shop, like keeping an eye on the building for us, but we're just going to get a backup person just in case something happens. Maybe I do need to make that as a sampler, like a, like a color cut sampler set for like a Happy Land one. They're just, the noise is they're out emptying the trailer, ready to load it tomorrow, because we've got a pop-up shop this weekend. But yes, it is very exciting. Everyone's pretty excited. We're just not getting everything done. We need to, and I can't get the paint off my hands. I wear gloves in the splatter room, but then when you're cleaning everything up afterwards, the gloves are a bit annoying. I'll be right. I'll just scrub them in the shower. I'll hit them with hand sanitizer after this. Didn't get to see last night finish. Oh, I'll grab it for you. There you go. Hello, Cheryl and Laura. Di, it's your birthday. Oh, yes. Happy birthday, Di. Sorry. Oh, there. Deborah got a parcel today. Yes, there would be good colour cuts. So, oops. Down a bit. There we go. So I like this, but I like the stars. And I like this banner. And I've got some happy birthdays left from a class. I'm going to snip it out. But yeah, we still have stuff with the sale of the building that's going to happen. Actually, a lot of stuff, because yeah, it's not, things aren't happening as quickly as they should with some stuff, but that's okay. We will just overcome and conquer. Do we put a turtle on here? Like, the turtle is cool. I like the turtle. Nope. I like the cat. Put a bird sitting on the turtle. Maybe not. Maybe we'll make a start with it. Virtual cake. Ha ha ha. There you go. That's pretty cool. Okay. So I've got a piece of cardstock. Let's get our trimmer out. So let's cut a 6-inch by 8-inch piece to make a card. I know my hands look good. And then let's cut from, what's this one? This one's, I think this is paper 6. Let's cut a 3 3/4 inch by 5 3/4 inch of the lilac. And then from our leftover piece of white from cutting our base, let's cut that down to 5 1/2 by 3 1/2. And then what we'll do is we'll get our vellum. Just going to cut our vellum. We're going to cut our vellum to like 3 3/8. So it's halfway between 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. So halfway between 3 1/4 and 3 1/2. And then 5 3/8. So halfway between 5 1/4 and 5 1/2. And then we got a little tiny slither of just the pure white around it like that. I'll hold it up so you can see. I'll get it in position first so you can see. Okay. And then, geez, this is a bit massified, isn't it? A bit messy. But yes, it is cold today. And I was in coveralls most of the day. Oh, see, maybe we'll put it on that angle there like that. And then but I think it needs something else. What does it need? I'm concerned that the cake is a bit like it's going to burn the banner. Yep, I think too much. I think way too much. Needs a strip. I think a strip of this. Or do we put a little strip of blue? These spots are awesome. I designed like 50 patterns to go with Happy Land. So let's cut a piece that's like, okay, I'm going to trim that. Piece that's say 1/2 inch wide. Oh, I think that's paper 3. Oh, I'm just not sure. I'm pretty tired. Well, those white strips are handy. What do you think? I think it looks cute. And if we paint the title like an ombre sort of, hello Tina, how are you? An ombre sort of pinky pastel colors, like sort of, it's sort of the wrong color, but it'll be good. See, that's sort of in the cat's bow. And then want something that's got a little bit of that tone in it for the stars. And then like a bit of a, nope. Sort of the green. And we'll make that work. Sort of some pastel colours. And let's get rid of the turtle. And we've got 4 colours plus white base for a type. How to do? Pretty good. My hands tell you what I did all day. 3 splatter room sessions. Oh, what the who has gone on here? This has been used in a kids class. Just got a little bit of paint on it. I'm just going to scrape the paint off. Oh dear. So last night we used the Pilot pen. I'm just going to show you tonight what the Montmartre one's like. I think our next splatter room's not until Monday. Pretty sure it's not till Monday. I think we've got 1 session Monday and then 1 of the 2 sessions on Tuesday, Scrapbookings. And then that's it until 2 days after we get back in the Gladdy. So because I'm going to try and paint this straight away, I am going to hit it with a heat tool. Just grabbing it down, not knocking things down. Oh, not on my hand. Maybe instead of doing a page tomorrow night, I should do a card for a Friday night scrap along using the stuff that Amelia picked for me to use tonight that we left at work. Noah was actually going to drive across to the shop. Just tell everyone we'll be a little bit late and I'll drive to work and pick it up. I said no. He did not need to do that. It's very generous of him, but he didn't have to go that far. Okay. So get a tiny bit of pink. So this one's called Pastel Bubble Gum. It's from the pastel set. And then we've got Cerise Pink from the metallic set. And then I've got Sage Green from the metallic set. And I don't think that's the right blue. I actually think we need, like, let's try Phthalo Blue. And all we're going to do is we're going to pat that there, like that. We're just going to tap it. And then I'm going to add some white. So let's put a tiny bit of white here. Right. Okay, let's get a brush. I've got some... Oh, could I have clean water, please? That water is not fit for purpose. We are using white, and that is not appropriate. I think it's a wonderful way your children get behind you. Yes. Thank you,
Did
Tina.
you tell them about the funny story about the red box?
What's that? The red box that we left at work, yes. Yes. It's okay. I think everyone was just happy lolly today. But we didn't go for a walk this afternoon. It was very late when we left work, and it was freezing cold. And we try not to actually walk when it's sub-zero. And you didn't do that in the kitchen, did you?
It's not very Queenslandish weather.
He's ignoring me.
Sorry.
You didn't do that in the kitchen, did you?
This is sleep.
You dropped it on my laptop. Yeah, we're trying not to walk when it's really, really cold because we don't want to get sick. Let's get a little bit of white. So I've already painted it white.
Let's do it this time next week.
This time next week will be in Brisbane. I don't think we'll be walking. Oh, we might be walking at night. We might walk earlier in the afternoon, actually. When we were in Brisbane last time, in the evenings, we walked across the Kangaroo Point Bridge.
I'm thinking that'll be a bit chilly.
Yep, let's do that at like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Silly me hasn't booked accommodation yet, and I've just realised that it's school holidays. See what I can pick up. Okay, so let's go.
We can all start raining.
Yeah. Blue from the top. So I've just got a tiny bit of blue with white.
There's visiting parents.
And we're just going to drag that from the top. I think there's too many of us.
For visiting parents?
Yep. You can, as parents, we can stay where Noah lives for a couple of months. Naomi's going to stay there when she has her exams.
Are you hungry?
And then what we're going to do is get a bit of our sage green and bring it over the top. Just not the whole way through. Just dragging it down.
I need to get a tape measure and measure your belly. Because I think you're too big.
There we go. Oh, that pink's a bit dark. That's okay. Don't measure the cat.
Okay. Right up this belly.
She's still on a little.
She has a 41 centimetre girth. And she's 41 centimetres long.
Missy's a tiny cat.
Missy.
She's very small and stunted.
What do they call that when a triangle's perfectly right angles? An equilibrium? You're an equilibrium cat.
An equal actual. Poor me now. It's freezing here, says Debbie. I just think it's freezing everywhere, isn't it? Northern Hemisphere is a bit hot, but at the moment, poor people, they're awfully.
That was Naomi yelling out to me. We're going to have to write your stats on the wall. When you go on holidays, you need to go on a diet. Tell the cat feeders they only feed you every second day. Couldn't do that.
So I'm doing a bit of white from the middle out now. Oh, see up there gloating about how fat the cat is. And I'm just allowing a little bit of blue to get in the pink and a little bit of pink to get up in the blue. I accidentally put a bit of cerise there. Look at that. And it's just a light touch. And practice, but it is just a light touch. And if you don't like it, paint it all white, start again. You know what? That's okay. You're allowed to change things. One of the mums today was like, oh, so I can change it. I can wipe this off. And I'm like, yep, wipe it off. It's not committed in stone.
Mine's somewhere.
Yeah, you're right next to mine.
What have you lost?
We're fine.
Just going to put a little bit more of the sage green here. And then tiny touch of the metallic cerise. White. Oh, you're right.
It's a bone.
Naomi,
I would put it there.
Naomi just dropped her laptop. What do we think?
Anyway,
It's not quite the same blue, but I'm not really worried. There we go. See the reflection of the metallic colours? I really like that. I like it a lot. I try doing that now on my chipboards. Yeah. And it's just a little tiny bit. I got way too much paint. Little tiny bit of colour. Just a little bit here and there. Let's make sure I've got no paint on my fingers. So I'm going to put some tape on the back of my strip of blue. Remember, this is 1/2 inch wide. I'm going to make it sort of a bit longer than our card. Let's put our card together. Now, we're sticking vellum. Sticking vellum is, look, it's not hard, but it's not something you just whack some glue on it. Because that's not going to help the situation. I'm going to cut the middle out of this lilac piece. Now remember, this piece was 5 3/4 by 3 3/4. Then we're going to stick our white piece on. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to prep it all with tape on the back, ready to stick to my card front, or my card base, sorry. This is the card front. I'm hoping I get a decent amount of time in my office tomorrow. I have got my end of financial year stuff done this week because we started a new financial year, so I do all that. I am the bookkeeper. And the accountant and I have already had a discussion because we changed our system last year, so getting her used to some of the new software that she's got to get stuff out of. But I get the reports out and she just does the double checks and just sends the double checks to the tax office.
And your air fryer can't fail now. I mean, let's just use the box of craft.
Oh, okay. We got a I got a bigger air fryer yesterday at Kmart.
It's a mini oven.
It's like a mini oven. It's also a dehydrator. So I'm wondering if I can do like dehydrated mandarin quartz. Has anyone like done dehydrated mandarin? Does it work? Does it taste terrible? Probably does. Oh, crutamajig. But Amelia has now used the box for craft. What's that?
She was just climbing into it.
She was just climbing into the box with the cat.
No, not with the cat. No, no.
It's for the cat. She's trying to get the cat into the box with her.
I'm going to saw it.
Okay. So I'm going to put some tape on the vellum where it's going to be hidden behind the strip of paper, which I stuck on the card prematurely. Okay, so the tape is there. Okay, fixed my mistake. And then our little cat friend is going to come here on Chippy Strip. So we're going to build from the bottom up so that we can... I know. If it's cold outside. Right. So just remember, last orders will be posted on Wednesday, but yeah, you really need to get them in like Tuesday, the latest. Like I wouldn't do if you do an order on Tuesday night and it's got like 10 custom kits in it, it's not going to get posted on Wednesday. Just so you know. It might, but it most likely won't. So let's stick that there. Stick her there. And let's put our gift flat. And it's a good idea not to use too much glue on vellum because it can go wrinkly. So I'm going to use tape on the gift. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to tie some bits of tape behind the gift. So this is how we deal with vellum. Behind the gift. And behind our cat. Oh dear. I can just see a tiny bit of tape. I'm just gonna... And the tape that I can see has picked up the paint off my fingers. Just pushing the tape down below the top of the cat's head.
What cat? Did you chop Maddie?
Nope.
Okay. What does Missy play with? I'm making a Missy castle.
No, not that hair scrunchie.
Just the bell then.
So then we're going to put
What's wrong with the hair scrunchie?
our banner on here. I love my air fryer, especially at the moment with my kitchen reno. I'm using all my electrical appliances in the garage. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, I got one of the ones that's not. We've got two. We've got one at work and one at home of the, you know, the drawer ones. The one at home, we've used it so much that sometimes the basket and the drawer come apart when you take it out and you sort of shake it. You know how you take it out and you shake it? I got one of the ones that's got like the rotisserie thing inside, or it's got a basket that spins, it's got 3 shelves, or it's got the rotisserie to cook a chicken. I'm just always looking for ways to make cooking more electricity efficient, and which air fryers are, and quicker and healthier. So I do cook in the air fryer a fair bit because you don't use fat. Like when I make meatballs, they're much nicer done in the air fryer and there's no fat involved. Okay, so I've put a tiny bit of glue behind, so let's just stick that down. Stick, 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 stick. And then we're going to put some glue behind our word that we painted. We have one last order floating around. Forgot to order tape on the weekend when I saw that we were low or out of some, and it's just too late to order it. When I realised the other day it was too late to order it and guarantee it would arrive before we left. So I'm actually going to arrange for tape to arrive when we get back. Like arrange it while we're away and arrange it so that it arrives as we get back. So I may just put tape up as pre-order when we leave so that you can order it and have it like sent as soon as we get back. 2 weeks will fly by. So this was our 6x8 piece of white we started with, and we're going to score it at 4 inches. Basic one, haven't done a full meal in it. That was really basic, but I find that when I cook, like, yeah, I couldn't cook a whole meal at once for some things, like, because I cook extra for lunch the next day. So we made pizza chicken last night, which is kind of like chicken parmies, but it's like, yeah, it is kind of pizza chicken parmies, but it's spinach and that. So we make like pizza chicken, and I'm going to trim this off. And usually can't cook it all in one hit. And we use cornflake crumbs because they're gluten-free. But yeah, we can't do it all in one hit, so I did it all in one hit last night. Because we eat a lot of steamed vegetables, but we steam them in our Thermomix, which is old now, but I still love it. Look at that. I like it. Look at that. And our vellum is stuck down, and you can't see any adhesive on our vellum. You're talking about the orders for your stock take sale being sent next week? Oh, most of them have gone. The basic one, haven't done a full meal. I think most of the stock take sale orders have actually left. Unless you don't have postage paid. There's a couple from the last day, I think, that the kids finished off today. But we've been sending orders every day. But most of them are done. There's a couple of people that have got like custom kits, or, you know, like 100 pieces of chipboard. I think we're still doing some of those. There's a couple of those that are still. Yeah. I'll just have a look. Debbie. Yours, Debbie, I would say. Oh no, they're just making a custom kit. They just got a custom kit that's nearly finished. Will be finished in the morning. So you're on that batch in the morning. So yeah, yours will go tomorrow. Awesome. So there we go. We'll make a kit for this card. It's not going to be an expensive kit. So we've got a page we did last night, and we made a card. And this is Happy Land, this stuff. So, and when we do the kit for this, you'll probably just get the whole pack of color cards, and we'll release these color cards. So you've got a sheet of chipboard. That's all I've got left. We've got color cards. You've got a piece of vellum, a piece of cardstock, and 2 pieces of pattern paper. Awesome. Thank you, Debbie. So we go. Look at that. 47 minutes. I made a card. It is quite cute. I like it. And I faffed around with the title a bit. Look at that. And it still came up like a quick card. One of the ladies asked the other day, she's had a shoulder operation and she's recovering. And she said she's found she can like use the paint pen to colour the chipboard. And she is just going through her chipboard, and so she can do something. She's just able to do that and colour the chipboard white. Because she can't use scissors. There's a whole heap of things she can't do. So yes, she's going through and colouring it white. I thought that was a really cool idea when you know, or if you're stuck for mojo, you could just colour some chipboard and then, yeah, you'll probably think of a project or think of something to do while you're doing that. So I thought that was quite cool. So we'll be back tomorrow night. I might use what Amelia Ann picked me out for tonight. I might use something different. I have no idea. If you've got a suggestion, just, you know, send us a message in the chat on the website. That is us that you're talking to, not a robot. And remember, Quentin and I will be able to, we might not answer you straight away when we're on holidays, but we will answer you in a timely manner. But we will answer questions on that chat when we're on holidays. We might not do Messenger. We'll see how we go. Because sometimes message can be a bit thirsty when you're traveling overseas, but we'll definitely do the chat if you do the chat on the front page of the website and be able to answer you and answer all your questions. So take care, stay safe, and we'll see you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock out on their Facebook page and our YouTube channel. Yeah, so remember that if you're looking for a video and it's been deleted, just contact us and we can give you the YouTube link. Or if it's completely disappeared, we can actually pop it up for you. We'll pop it up when we get home from our trip. But if you find one, well, they all get deleted on, what's today? 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, Monday. So so we have over 3,000 videos, 2,000 or 3,000 videos, all being deleted on Monday by Facebook. I'm still trying to get the download from them to download the videos, and we'll see how that goes because they're not being very forthcoming. So take care, stay safe, love yous all, and we'll see you soon. Bye.